It's a bottle shop beer today. Lost Cause are, if you've seen in my reviews on these guys before, are the closest brewery to me, and they're doing really well. They've only been going probably about 18 months now, if that, and they're doing all sorts of tap takeovers and all sorts of bottle shops and getting some rave reviews. So good one, guys. I think this is their first West Coast IPA. So let's give it a bash, shall we? Welcome to Andy's Beer Reviews, everybody. I am incredibly partial to a West Coast IPA. Now, interestingly, I've been interested in other people's thoughts on this, actually. My view on the West Coast IPAs have changed. When I first started drinking them, I wanted them to be really, really bitter. I wanted them to be so bitter, a bit like a Stingo, you know, that sort of real badass bitterness, which said "fuck off" every time you try to drink it. That's kind of what I used to want out of them. I've kind of changed my mind a little bit. I still want that bitterness there, still want that citrus in there as well, but I just want the drinkability. I think I want it to drink more like a lager than something like a Stingo. Don't know. Be interested in your guys' thoughts. You guys who like West Coast IPA, how do you like it? How do you like that drinkability? Do you like it so it burns your, not quite burns your mouth, but you know what I mean? That lovely piney bitterness, which has to be there, or do you want it more of a drinkability, like a lager type drinkability? I'm halfway between the two. I think I've gone up to the bitterness and I'm coming back down now to the drinkability side of it. Anyway, I find West Coast IPAs absolutely delicious. That, like I say, that pininess, that citrus, absolutely fantastic. This one is called Crowding My Inbox. Comes in at 5.2% ABV. It's a bottle shop beer. Spent a little bit more on this than I would do a normal beer. £5.80, I think this cost me, but I'm hoping for something really nice, and we're going to look at it, we're going to smell it, we're going to savour it a little bit more because it is a little bit more expensive. So, beer in a glass. It's poured lighter than I would normally expect. It's a slightly hazy amber colour. There's some more left in there, so that's a little bit of haze left in there, but a little bit, it looks, if I'm being brutally honest, that looks really light and weak. It did pour with a head, but I've been whittering on Anta, so it's not there anymore. Let's get a sniff, shall we? Certainly it's hoppy. Oh yeah. Got that citrus and that pine. A little bit of orange coming through. Smells really good, actually. Smells sweet, smells piney, smells citrusy. Smells really good. Right, let's taste this fella. Cheers, everybody. Oh. That's poured with a better head onto it this time. A little bit hazy as well. I think there's a little bit of haze left in the can, so it's poured a little haze as well, which is quite nice. It's really funny just to be talking about that drinkability. This is a really drinkable, that word, West Coast IPA. It's got that bitterness in there, but it's not an in-your-face bitterness. It is drinking, bizarrely, lager-like. Really fine carbonation, light in the mouth, maybe a bit too lager-like, maybe a little bit too lager-like, but still a really nice West Coast IPA. Flavour-wise, oh, it's crisp, it's refreshing, beautiful, sweet, orange flavour coming through. There's a nice pinus in there. Sorry, a little slurp, do apologise. Get a couple of little tropical hints through, a little bit of grapefruit. Perhaps a little bit of pineapple, a little bit of mango. So there's a little bit of interesting lairage there. So I don't know what hops have been used, but obviously some hops there are just bringing some of that little, being a little bit of a tropical note. But it's a West Coast IPA, isn't it? It's all about that bitterness. This has got a lovely piney, and it's double layered actually. There's a pininess to it, which is really nice. But there's also in there's a real pithy grapefruit dry bitterness as well. So it's a really, actually quite a complex West Coast IPA, but really lovely. It's a style I'd like to know a lot more about. It is changing a little bit as a style. I mean, styles change all the time, don't they? But like I say, I think when I first started drinking them, I just wanted a lot of that bitterness in there. And now for me, it's more about that. It's more about being more drinkable, I suppose. Approachable. I think approachable is probably the right word. Stingo, not always approachable. That's sort of. Let's just go to the Stingo because that's the Sam Smith. Love that beer. But it's not very approachable. It's not for everybody, that sort of bitterness. And I wanted my West Coast to be like that. But approachable is a good word. I think I just want them more approachable now. It's a decent beer. It's a lovely beer. Really nice beer. Score wise. For me, it's got everything I want. Bitterness is hanging about, which is really nice. I might have to take this to 8.5. 8.5 out of 10. It's 8.5 out of 10 from Andy's Beer Views. It is a very nice West Coast IPA, gluten-free, if that's important to anybody. Idaho 7, Sentinel and Simcoe bring bright citrus, sticky pine and tropical hints of mango and papaya with marmalade stickiness and resinous bite. Crisp, clear and full flavoured with a smooth, balanced bitterness. Just how West Coast should be. Modern brewing meets timeless American style. I like it. Well done, Lost Cause. A really nice beer, a really nice West Coast IPA. 8.5 out of 10 from Andy's Beer Views. Comment, like, subscribe, share. Thanks for joining me. Really appreciate it. Until next time, everybody drink responsibly, please. Until next time, enjoy beers. Cheers.